Hello, dear future doctors. Welcome to memoneet. I am Jay Thakkar. I am a third year MBBS student at Sri MP Shah Government Medical College, Jamnagar, Gujarat, and I am working as a biology SME here at memoneet. And today we are going to solve the zoology section of the Brahmastra part test 15. So that consists of question number 151 to question number 200. So let us start solving them. So, starting with the question number 151, it states that the chitinous exoskeleton of arthropods is formed by the polymerization of dash. Okay, so the chitinous exoskeleton consists of what? It consists of chitin, and it is formed by the polymerization of the N-acetyl glucosamine. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 152. It states that many elements are found in the living organisms either in free or in the form of compounds. Okay, one of the following is negligible, which is found in living organisms. So which is that element which is negligible in the living organisms? So that element is silicon. Okay, so silicon is found negligible in the living organisms. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 153. So it states that nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, that is NAD, and NADP, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, contain the vitamin niacin, and these are an example of dash. Okay, so NAD and NADP, which contain niacin, are the example of coenzymes. Okay, so these are the coenzymes. So the correct answer of this question is option 2. The next question is question number 154, and it states that the cell wall of plants is made up of dash. Now the cell wall of plants consists of four substances: cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, and proteins. Okay, so the correct answer of this question will be option 3, that is cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin plus proteins. Okay, moving on to the next question, that is question number 155. It states that in lipids the glycerol and fatty acids are joined by what? Okay, so in lipids the glycerol plus fatty acid. Okay, so glycerol is what? It is trihydroxypropane. Okay, so glycerol and fatty acids, these are joined by the esterification. Okay, and ester bonds are found between the glycerol and the fatty acids. Okay, so the correct answer of this question will be option 1, that is esterification. The next question is question number 157. Okay, sorry, the next question is question number 156. Okay, which states that which of the following is a phospholipid. Okay, so among the following four options we have to identify that which of them is a phospholipid. So among the following four options, the phospholipid is the lecithin. Okay, so phospholipid means the phosphorus and a phosphorylated organic compound. Okay, so that is the phospholipids, and lecithin is an example which is found in the membranes or the neural tissues. Okay, so the correct answer of this question will be option 2, that is lecithin. Next is question number 157. It states that the phosphate group is attached to the nucleoside by what? Okay, so the phosphate group, what is a nucleoside? First of all, a nucleoside is the ribose sugar plus the nitrogenous base. Now if we add a phosphate group to it, okay, so it is attached to the nucleoside by the help of the phosphoester bond. Okay, and when the nucleoside, that is ribose sugar and nitrogenous base, it gets combined with the phosphate group, it will form what? It will form nucleotide. Okay, so this, the correct answer of this question will be option 1, that is phosphoester bond. The next question is question number 158. It states that which of the following is not a nucleoside. Okay, so as we discussed before, a nucleoside will contain a ribose sugar and the nitrogenous base. Okay, so if the phosphate group is attached, it will form a nucleotide. Now see, let us see all the four options. Okay, the first option is adenosine and guanosine. Okay, the adenosine and guanosine are the nucleosides. Okay, so that is nucleosides. Then thymidine and cytidine are also the nucleosides. Third option is uridylic acid. Now uridylic acid is a nucleotide. Okay, so this is a nucleotide. It is not a nucleoside. Therefore, the correct answer of this question is option 3. The next question is question number 159. It states that a birth control implant having six small plastic cylinders and with the effective period of longer up to 5 years is what? Okay, so it is describing a implant and it contains 6 plastic cylinders and it has an effective period up to 5 years. So the example of that type of implant is the NOR plant. Okay, so NOR plant is the correct answer, that is option 1. The next question is question number 160. In this question we have to find the incorrect statement. Okay, so among the following 4 statements we have to find the incorrect statements. So let us see the statements one by one. Starting with the first statement, that is, gift technique is useful in the women who cannot produce ovum. So first of all, what is gift? So gift is the gamete intrafallopian transfer. Now gamete intrafallopian transfer, what do we do in that is we transfer an ovum into the fallopian tube. Okay, and that is useful for the females who cannot produce an ovum, but they can provide a suitable environment in their uterus for the development of a fetus. Okay, so they require only a gamete. So this technique, that is gamete intrafallopian transfer, is useful in the women who cannot produce ovum. So this statement is correct. Now the second statement is low sperm count can be tackled by artificial insemination. So yes, this statement is also correct. Okay, so artificial insemination is a method to tackle the low sperm count. Next statement is MTPs are relatively safe during the third trimester. Now is this statement correct? No, this statement is incorrect because MTPs are relatively safe only up to the first trimester. Okay, not the third trimester. So the this statement is incorrect. Next statement is the government of India legalized the MTP in 1973. So is this statement correct? No, this statement is also incorrect because the government of India legalized MTP in 1971. Okay, so this statement is also incorrect. So statement C and statement D are incorrect. Therefore, the correct answer of this question will be option 4, that is both C and D. Okay. Next, moving on to the next question, that is question number 161. So it states that the national level programs to attain a total reproductive health as a social goal were initiated in which year? So in India, the national level programs which were aimed to attain a total reproductive health as a social goal were initiated as early in 1951. Okay, so India was amongst the first countries in the world to initiate the action plans. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 2, that is 1951. Now the next question is question number 162. It states that research on various reproduction related areas are encouraged and supported by a government agency, the non-government agency, or both. So yes, with the help of audiovisual and print media, both the governmental agencies and the non-government organizations, they both are encouraged and supporting the research on the reproduction related areas. Okay, so the correct answer of this question will be option 3, that is both. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 163. So it states that in India, the human population reached 1 billion in which month and which year? Okay, so India achieved this milestone of 1 billion population in the year 2000 and in the month of May. Okay, so in the month of May 2000, India reached the population of 1 billion people. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 3, that is May 2000. The next question is question number 164. It states that multi-load 375 device contains what? Okay, now multi-load 375 is an example of copper releasing. Okay, it is an example of copper releasing intrauterine device. Therefore, it contains what? It contains copper. And these copper ions, what do? They retard the sperm motility and decrease the fertilizing capacity of the sperms. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 2, that is copper. The next question is question number 165. It states that the contraceptive pills inhibit pregnancy by which action? So, the function of contraceptive pills is that the contraceptive pills contains either estrogen or progesterone or combination of estrogen and progesterone. This estrogen and progesterone, they provide negative feedback and they prevent ovulation. Okay, and due to the prevention of ovulation, there will be no ovulation, so therefore there will be no implantation, so implantation is also prevented. Also, an additional effect of the contraceptive pills is that they change or alter the quality of the cervical mucus. And what do they do to the cervical mucus? They make the cervical mucus thick. Okay, so the sperms are not able to travel through that thick mucus to the fallopian tube. Okay, so this prevents the fertilization. So these are the three methods by which they inhibit pregnancy. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 4, that is all of the above. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 166. So, it states that the most important component of the oral contraceptive pill is what? So, the most important component of the oral contraceptive pill is an hormone, that is the progesterone hormone. Okay, so progesterone hormone is the most important component of the OCPs or the oral contraceptive pills. Therefore, the correct answer of this question is option 4. The next question is question number 167. It states that which is not a safety measure to protect the sexual transmitted disease. So, first of all, let us see the options. So, use of a condom. So, use of a condom, it provides contraception and it also protects the individual from the sexually transmitted disease. Okay, so that is a safety measure to protect from sexually transmitted disease. Okay, next is avoidance of sexual contact with unknown partner. So yes, this is also an effective method which prevents the contraction of the sexually transmitted disease. Next option is proper treatment and detection. Okay, now what happens is that many females remain asymptomatic even if they are having the sexually transmitted diseases. So if they are detected early, okay, if they go for testing and they are detected early, then they can be treated early. Okay, and by proper treatment we can cure them easily. Okay, and they would prevent future transmission also. So this statement is also correct. Next is use of steroidal medicines. Now, use of steroidal medicine does not protect from the sexually transmitted diseases. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 168. It states that in vitro fertilization or the IVF, it is a technique that involves transfer of which one of the following into the fallopian tube. So what do we do in IVF is, that is the fertilization takes place outside the body of the female and in controlled conditions in a laboratory, preferably in a test tube. Okay, therefore they are called as test tube babies also. Okay, so in a test tube the fertilization takes place and the zygote is formed. So either in IVF we can transfer the zygote into the fallopian tube, or we can transfer the embryo up to the 8 cell stage. Okay, you need to remember this line, that either the zygote can be transferred or the early embryo up to the 8 cell stage can be transferred into the fallopian tube in IVF. So the correct answer of this question will be option 2. The next question is question number 169. It states that gift is what? Okay, so we have to find the full form of gift. So what is gift? So gift is an assisted reproductive technology and its full form is gamete intrafallopian transfer. Okay, so the full form of gift is gamete intrafallopian transfer, in which the single ova is taken and it is transferred into the fallopian tube. The gift technique is specifically useful in the females who cannot produce an ova, but they are able to provide suitable conditions for the fetus to grow. Okay, so that is the gift technique, that is gamete intrafallopian transfer. So the correct answer of this question will be option 1. The next question is question number 170. It is a match the following type of question. So in this there are several contraceptive methods given, and in the column 2 their mechanisms are given. Okay, so we have to match them correctly. The first is the pill. Okay, now how does the pill function? So the pill prevents ovulation, okay, and thereby preventing the conception. Okay, so A goes with 3. Next is condom. Now condom, it prevents the sperm from reaching the cervix. Okay, so condom is a barrier method and it prevents the sperm from reaching the cervix. So B goes with 1. C is vasectomy. Now vasectomy is a surgical method in which the vas deferens is cut and ligated so that it prevents the transport of the sperm from epididymis to the ejaculatory duct. Okay, so it prevents the transport of sperm. So what would happen is that the semen will contain no sperm. Okay, so C goes with 4. Next is D, that is copper T. So copper T is an intrauterine device and it prevents implantation. Okay, it first of all reduces the fertilizing capacity of the sperm, it decreases the motility of the sperm, also it makes the uterus hostile towards the sperms, it increases the phagocytosis of the sperms. So D goes with 2. So A goes with 3, B goes with 1, C goes with 4 and D goes with 2. So which is the correct option showing the correct matching? It is the option 2. So the correct answer of this question is option 2. The next question is question number 171. So it states that which is a correct statement. Okay, so among the following 4 statements we have to identify which of them is correct. Okay, so the first statement is HPL plays a major role in parturition. So what is HPL first of all? So HPL is human placental lactogen. Okay, and it does not play a major role in parturition. The hormone which plays a major role in parturition is oxytocin. Okay, so it is the function of oxytocin that is parturition. Okay, so statement A is incorrect. Now statement B is fetus shows movements first time in the 7th month of pregnancy. So is this statement correct? No, this statement is incorrect because the first movements of the fetus are seen in the 5th month of pregnancy. Okay, so statement B is incorrect. Then statement C is signal for parturition comes from fully developed fetus and the placenta. So now this statement is correct. Okay, then statement D is relaxin is secreted in the later months of pregnancy. So statement D is also correct. So here the correct statements are statement C and statement D. Therefore the correct answer of this question is option 3. Now moving on to the next question, that is question number 172. It states that which is a correct statement regarding lactation. So among the following 4 statements we have to find which of them are correct. Okay, so the first is oxytocin released by adenohypophysis is responsible for milk release. So is this statement correct? No, this statement is incorrect because the oxytocin which is released by neurohypophysis, okay, is responsible for milk release. Okay, see, oxytocin is released by the posterior pituitary, or it is also called as the pars nervosa or the neurohypophysis. So oxytocin is not released by adenohypophysis, therefore statement A is incorrect. Now statement B is colostrum is rich in IgM for passive immunity. Now see, colostrum is the yellow fluid which is secreted in the initial days of the lactation and it is rich in IgA antibodies. Okay, IgA antibodies which provide passive immunity. So statement B is also incorrect. Then statement C is relaxin increases the flexibility of pubic symphysis during delivery. So this statement is incorrect. Okay, then statement D is placenta performs a dual function. So this statement is also incorrect. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 4, that is none. Okay, the next question is question number 173, which is a match the following question, and in this the parts of spermatozoa are given and the organelles are given. Okay, so we have to match them correctly. So the first one is spermatogonium. Okay, now see, the spermatogonium is also known as the sperm mother cell. Okay, and it is diploid in nature. Okay, so A goes with 3. Next is B, that is spermatozoa. Now in spermatozoa, they are what? So they are haploid in nature. Okay, so B goes with 4. Next is C, that is modified Golgi. So the Golgi apparatus of the sperm gets modified to form the acrosome. Okay, so C goes with 2. And D is the sperm motility. So sperm motility is mainly provided by mitochondria, because mitochondria produces ATP, and ATP is responsible for the motility of the sperms. So D goes with 1. So the correct matching is seen in option 1. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. The next question is question number 174. It states that which is a wrong statement. Okay, so among the following 4 statements, we have to find which of them is incorrect. Okay, so the first statement is blastocyst formation is followed by morula in man. So is this correct? No, this is incorrect, because the morula is formed first, then blastocyst is formed. Okay, so this statement A is incorrect. Then statement B is zona pellucida checks polyspermy. Okay, so yes, this statement is correct. Okay, because what happens is, when one sperm comes in contact with the zona pellucida, it undergoes a zona reaction. Okay, and this zona reaction is responsible to prevent polyspermy. Okay, so the zona pellucida then becomes so impermeable that the other sperms are not able to penetrate it. Okay, so this statement is correct. The statement C is blastopore is the opening of blastocyst. So no, this statement is incorrect. And relaxin is only released by ovary. So no, this statement is also incorrect. Okay, so statement A, C and D are incorrect. Therefore the correct answer of this question is option 4. The next question is question number 175. It states that which is an incorrect statement. Okay, so we have to find the incorrect statement among these 4 statements. Okay, so let us see them one by one. The first statement is testicular lobules are not separated in the testis. So no, this statement is incorrect, because the testicular lobules are separated, okay, by forming segments. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. Then second is glans penis is covered by labia. So no, this statement is also incorrect. Okay, the glans penis is covered by the foreskin. Okay, and not the labia. Then third is heart is formed during the 3rd trimester of gestation. Now what is the meaning of 3rd trimester of gestation? So 3rd trimester means at the end of 9th month. So is this correct? No, this is incorrect. Okay, because heart formation occurs during the 1st month only, and the first sign of living fetus is by hearing the sound from the stethoscope. Okay, so this is incorrect. Okay, statement C is also incorrect. Then statement D is mitochondria in sperms is present just behind the acrosome. So no, this statement is also incorrect, because first of all acrosome is present, after the acrosome the nucleus is present, then the neck of the sperm is there, and after that the mitochondria are present. So statement D is also incorrect. So statement A, B, C and D all are incorrect. Therefore the correct answer of this question is option 4. The next question is question number 176. It states that which hormones among the following are only secreted by the placenta. Okay, so we have to find the hormones which are exclusively secreted by the placenta and no other organs. So the first one is HPL, that is human placental lactogen. So that is only secreted by the placenta. Then HCG is the human chorionic gonadotropin. So that is the hormone which is only secreted by placenta. Okay, then relaxin. So relaxin is not only secreted by placenta. Okay, so that is incorrect. And progesterone and oxytocin are also not only secreted by placenta, the other organs also secrete these hormones. So the hormones which are secreted only by the placenta are HPL and HCG. So the correct answer of this question is option 3, that is A and B. The next question is question number 177. it states that which is a correct matching. Okay, so among the following four options we have to find in which option it is correctly matched. Okay, the first one is isthmus is a part of cervix. No, this is incorrect because isthmus is a part of fallopian tube. Okay, then stroma is a part of testicular lobule, so this is also incorrect. Then vulva is the external genital organ of the male, so this is incorrect. Vulva is the external genitalia of the female. Then option 4 is yolk sac. It is the site of early blood cell formation in embryo. So yes, this statement is correct. Okay, because the early hematopoiesis in the embryo occurs in the yolk sac. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 178. It states that the structure through which the testis descends down into the scrotal sac at the time of birth is what? So first of all you need to understand is during the embryonic development the testes are present in the abdominal cavity, and these testes descend down into the scrotum through the inguinal canal. Okay, so it is a canal like structure, it is a tube like structure which connects the abdominal cavity to the scrotum. So the testes descend down through the inguinal canal into the scrotal sac at the time of birth. So the correct answer of this question will be option 4, that is inguinal canal. The next question is question number 179. The correct sequence in the following is, okay, so first of all what happens is fertilization takes place. Okay, so fertilization is the first step. After fertilization the zygote is formed, so that is the second step. Then cleavage starts. So what is cleavage? It is the division of the cells. So cleavage starts, and then blastula is formed. Okay, so that is the fourth step, and then at last the gastrula is formed, that is the fifth step. So the correct sequence is CBAED, okay, which is shown in option 3. So the correct answer of this question will be option 3. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 180. It states that which statement is incorrect. So among the following four statements we have to find the incorrect statement. The first statement is mammary lobes containing clusters of cells are called as alveoli. So yes, this statement is correct. Then uterus is also called womb. So yes, uterus is also called womb. So second statement is also incorrect. The third statement is the last part of oviduct is called infundibulum. So is this correct? No, this statement is incorrect. Okay, because what are the parts of oviduct? The infundibulum, ampulla and isthmus. So infundibulum is the first part of oviduct, then ampulla, and then the isthmus is the last part of the oviduct. Okay, so the correct answer of this question will be option 3. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 181. It states that a tiny finger-like structure which lies at the upper junction of the two labia minora above the urethral opening in the female is what? Okay, so that tiny finger-like structure which lies above the which lies at the upper junction of the two labia minora and above the urethral opening is called as the clitoris. Okay, the clitoris is an excitatory structure which is found in the female, and its analogous structure which is found in the male is the penis. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 2. The next question is question number 182. So it states that which two structures among the following are included in the female reproductive system. So we have to find the structures of the female reproductive system. So let us see one by one. Okay, the first one is vas deferens. So vas deferens is a part of male reproductive system, so that is incorrect. Then second is fallopian tube. So fallopian tube belongs to female reproductive system, that is correct. Then Bartholin's gland is a part of female reproductive system, so that is also correct. Inguinal canal is a part of male reproductive system, and prostate gland is also a part of male reproductive system. So among these, B and C are a part of female reproductive system. Therefore the correct answer of this question is option 2. The next question is question number 183. It states that hymen can be broken by a sudden fall, insertion of tampon, and some activities like cycling and horse riding. Okay, so see, in general concept it is known as hymen is broken down during the first sexual activity, but this is actually incorrect because hymen can be broken down due to some non-sexual causes also, like sudden falls, insertion of tampons, and also some activities like horse riding and cycling. So the correct answer of this question is option 4, that is both 1 and 2. The next question is question number 184. it is a match the following type of question. Okay, so the option A is GnRH. So the GnRH is related to hypothalamus. Okay, so GnRH is the gonadotropin releasing hormone and it is released by the hypothalamus. So A goes with 4. B are the Sertoli cells. The Sertoli cells are also known as the nurse cells. Okay, so the nurse cells, their function is to provide nutrition to the sperms. Okay, so B goes with 3. C is spermiation. Now, what is the process of spermiation? Spermiation means the release of sperm from the seminiferous tubule is called spermiation. Okay, and the spermiogenesis is the conversion of spermatid to the spermatozoa. Okay, so that is called as spermiogenesis. So these two terms are confusing. One is spermiogenesis, that is when the spermatid is converted to spermatozoa, that is called spermiogenesis, and second is spermiation, means the release of sperm from the seminiferous tubules is called as spermiation. So here, which is the option showing the correct matching? It is option 1. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. The next question is question number 185. It states that which is not a natural method of contraception. Okay, so in this question you need to read the word not. Okay, otherwise you will lose your 5 marks. Okay, the importance of word not is very high. So which is not a natural method of contraception? So first is coitus interruptus, so that is a natural method of contraception. Okay, then lactational amenorrhea is also a natural method of contraception, but implant, so implants is the hormonal method of contraception, so it is not a natural method of contraception. So the correct answer of this question will be option 3, that is implant. Now moving on to the next question, that is question number 186. So it is a match the following type of question, and let us match the following. The first is ostia. Now ostia are these are the characteristic feature of the cycon. Okay, so ostia are found in cycon, so A goes with 3. Next is polyp. Okay, now polyp, so Adamsia or the sea anemone is found in the polyp state. Okay, so polyp is seen in Adamsia, therefore B goes with 1. Next is bioluminescence. Now bioluminescence is seen in which phylum? It is seen in phylum Ctenophora, and an example of Ctenophora is the pleurobrachia, so C goes with 4. And D are the flame cells. These flame cells are found in the fasciola. Okay, so D goes with 2. So which is the correct option showing the correct matching? It is option 4. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. Next is question number 187, which is also a match the following type of question. So in this, there are several phylum given and some examples are given. So we have to match the phylum with their correct examples. So first is phylum Platyhelminthes. An example of phylum Platyhelminthes is the liver fluke. So A goes with 3. Next is Esculmenthes. An example of Esculmenthes is the hookworm. So B goes with 1. C is Annelida. Earthworm belongs to the phylum Annelida, so C goes with 2. And D is Arthropoda. So Locusta is the gregarious pest which belongs to the phylum Arthropoda. Therefore, D goes with 4. So the correct option showing the correct matching is option 1. Next is question number 188, which is also a match the following type of question. Okay, so in this there are the some organs given and some examples given, so we have to match the organs which are found in the organisms. Okay, the first is flame cells. Now flame cells are found in the fasciola, so A goes with 4. Next is Malpighian tubules. Now Malpighian tubules are the excretory organs in the insects, and these an example of insect is Locusta, so B goes with 3. C is Parapodia. The Parapodia are found in Nares, so C goes with 1. And D is Radula. What is Radula? The Radula is the file-like rasping organ which is found in the phylum Mollusca, and an example of phylum Mollusca is the Pila, so D goes with 2. So which is the correct option showing the correct matching? It is option number 4. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. The next question is question number 189. It states that which of the following is correct for Eplegia. Okay, now Eplegia belongs to the phylum Mollusca. Okay, and we have to find the correct statement with respect to it. Okay, so the first statement is these are usually dioecious, okay, and oviparous with indirect development. So yes, this statement is correct. Then mollusks are spiny bodied. Is this statement correct? No, this statement is incorrect. Okay, mollusks are not spiny bodied. The third statement is it is the second largest animal phylum. So yes, this statement is absolutely correct. Then the fourth statement is body is covered by a calcareous shell and is unsegmented. So yes, this is also a feature of mollusk. Okay, so this is also correct. Then statement E is the mouth contains a file like rasping organ for feeding called radula. So radula is a characteristic feature of mollusk, so statement E is also correct. Next is statement F. It states that the body is covered by a calcareous shell and is segmented. So no, this statement is incorrect because the body of phylum mollusks are unsegmented. Okay, these are not segmented, so statement F is incorrect. So among the following statements, the correct statement are A, C, D and E. So the correct answer of this question will be option 4. Next is question number 190. It is a match the following type of question, and so it states that first is option A, that is water vascular system. Now water vascular system is found in the phylum Echinodermata. Okay, and an example of phylum Echinodermata is Echinus, so A goes with 1. Then option B is proboscis. The proboscis, okay, it is found in the Saccoglossus. Okay, so B goes with 3. Next is water canal system. The water canal system is found in the phylum Porifera, and an example of phylum Porifera is the Euspongia. Okay, so C goes with 4. Okay, and the next one is option D, that is jointed appendages. Now jointed appendages is the characteristic of which phylum? It is the characteristic of phylum Arthropoda. So jointed appendages goes with phylum Arthropoda, and an example of phylum Arthropoda is Aedes. Okay, so D goes with 2. So which is the correct option showing the correct matching? It is option 4. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. Now moving on to the next question, that is question number 191. It is a match the following type of question, and we have to match them. So first is Agnatha. Now an example of Agnatha is Petromyzon. Okay, so Petromyzon belongs to Agnatha, so A goes with 3. Next is Chondrichthyes. So an example of the cartilaginous fish or Chondrichthyes is which one? It is the Trigon. Okay, so B goes with 4. Next is Osteichthyes. So Osteichthyes, an example of the bony fish Osteichthyes is the hippocampus. So C goes with 1. And D is the stomachod. So stomachod is found in the Balanoglossus. So D goes with 2. So the correct option showing the correct matching is option 1. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. The next question is question number 192. It states that what is present in mollusca but not in insects. Okay, so it should be present in mollusca but it should not be present in the phylum Insecta. So let us see them one by one. So paired limbs. Paired limbs are present both in mollusk and insect. Okay, so that is incorrect. Then calcareous shell. Now calcareous shell is found in mollusk. Okay, but it is found in mollusca but not in insecta. Okay, not in insecta. Okay, then radula. So radula is a file-like rasping organ which is the characteristic feature of the phylum Mollusca. It is not found in any other phylum. So radula is also found in Mollusca but not in Insecta. Okay. Then fourth is chitinous exoskeleton. The chitinous exoskeleton is the characteristic feature of the phylum Arthropoda. Okay, so it is found in Arthropoda or the Insecta, but chitinous exoskeleton is not found in Mollusca. Okay, in mollusk there is the calcareous exoskeleton. So in this, the 2 and 3, that is the calcareous shell and radula, are present in mollusca but not in insecta. Therefore the correct answer of this question will be option 1. The next question is question number 193. So it states that if 1 represents the intracellular digestion, 2 represents the extracellular digestion, and 3 represents both type, okay, both intracellular and extracellular. Then for Coelenterata, Ctenophora and Porifera, select the correct option. Okay, now what happens in Coelenterata and Ctenophora? The Coelentrates and Ctenophora both have the both intracellular and extracellular digestion. Okay, so in the Coelenterata and Ctenophora there will be 3 and 3. Okay, but in Porifera there is exclusively intracellular digestion only. Okay, so it will represent 1. So the correct answer of this question will be option 2, that is 3, 3, 1 respectively. The next question is question number 194. It states that choose the correct statement. So among the following 4 statements, we have to identify which of them is the correct one. The first one is the Arthropoda is the largest phylum of Animalia. So is this statement correct? Yes, this statement is absolutely correct. The largest phylum of kingdom Animalia is phylum Arthropoda. Therefore, the correct answer of this question is option 1. Next statement is amphibians is the second largest animal phylum. So this is incorrect. The mollusca are the second largest animal phylum, not the amphibia. Next is Chondrichthyes body is devoid of scales. So this statement is also incorrect because in the body of Chondrichthyes scales are present. And option 4 is Osteichthyes are modified placoid scales which are backwardly directed. So this is also incorrect one. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 1. The next question is question number 195. It states that select the correct statements. Okay, so we have among the following 5 statements we have to find the correct ones. The first is fertilization is internal in reptiles. So yes, this statement is correct. Okay, in reptiles there is internal fertilization. Then statement 2 is cloaca is present in amphibians. So yes, this statement is also correct. Then statement C is platypus is a viviparous mammal. So no, this statement is incorrect because platypus is an oviparous mammal. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. And statement D is sexes are not separate in Osteichthyes. So this statement is also incorrect because in Osteichthyes the sexes are separate. Okay, then option E is the aves in aves forelimbs are modified into wings. So yes, this statement is absolutely correct. Okay, so in the birds or the aves the forelimbs are modified to form wings which help in flying. So the correct statements are A, B and E. So the correct answer of this question will be option 4. The next question is question number 196. It states that the movement of mucus in a specific direction over the epithelium is the function of dash. Okay, now see, this movement of mucus is seen in the respiratory tract, and the epithelium which is found in the respiratory tract is the pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, so this is the type of epithelium which is found in the respiratory tract. So it contains cilia, and what do these cilia do? So these cilia are present like this, and their function is to transfer the mucus in the upward direction. Okay, so the mucus is transported by the cilia in the upward direction, and this mucus contains the trapped dust particles also. Okay, so this is how the mucus is moved in a specific direction, and this is the function of the ciliated epithelia. So the correct answer of this question will be option 3. The next question is question number 197. It states that the adjacent cell communicate with each other by which junction? So the adjacent cell communicate with each other by the gap junction. Okay, so see, you can see this gap is present and they are connected by the protein called as connexon. Okay, so this is the connexon, and it helps in the transfer of ion in the adjacent cells. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 2, that is gap junction. The next question is question number 198. It states that the wall of artery contains which type of muscle? So the wall of artery, it is an involuntary type of muscle, so it contains the smooth muscle. Okay, so smooth muscles are found in the walls of artery. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 3. Moving on to the penultimate question of our discussion, that is question number 199. It states that how much part of the neural tissue is formed by the neuroglia? Now see, the structural and functional unit of the neural system is what? It is the neuron. Okay, but the maximum part, the more than half part, more than 50% of the part of the nervous system is formed by the neuroglia, and these neuroglia are the supportive cells. Okay, so more than 50% of the part of neural tissue is formed by neuroglia. Therefore, the correct answer of this question is option 2. Next, moving on to the next question, which is the last question of our today's discussion, that is question number 200. Okay, it states that ligament connects what? So the function of ligament is to connect two bones. Okay, so the ligament connects bone to bone. Therefore, the correct answer of this question will be option 1. Okay, so here we have discussed all the questions from question number 151 to question 200 of the Brahmastra part test 15. I hope you are clear with all the questions. If you have any doubt in any question, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and share it among your friends. All the very best for your next test, and thank you so much for watching this video.